We are heading into round 6 feeling pretty confident. I managed to bag 6 out of 8 correct tips last week, which is a massive result considering how unpredictable some of those games were. But man, round 5 was absolutely brutal on the bodies. The casualty ward is officially overflowing, and those injuries are going to play a huge role in how this weekend shakes out. We're kicking things off Thursday night at Accor Stadium, where the Bulldogs host the Panthers. The Dogs are in a world of hurt right now. They're sweating on Stephen Crichton's shoulder and Josh Curran's ribs, not to mention Harry Hayes being in the protocols. On the flip side, Penrith just put 50 points on the Storm even without Mitch Kenny. Even at a neutral-ish ground like Accor, the Panthers are just a machine. I'm tipping Panthers to win this by 13+. Their structures are too clinical for a depleted Bulldogs backline. Moving into Friday, we head down to Wynn Stadium for the Dragons and the Sea Eagles. The Dragons are looking a bit shaky with Kyle Flanagan dealing with some serious coaching issues. Meanwhile, Manly is absolutely flying. Even with Jason Saab out on suspension, they showed last week they can score from anywhere. The Dragons were held to a duck last round, and I don't see them finding enough points to keep up here. I'm going Sea Eagles by 13+. Then we've got the big one, the Queensland Derby at Suncorp Stadium. This is usually the game of the year, but the injury news for Brisbane is heavy. No Reece Walsh with that fractured cheekbone, and no Ben Hunt with the MCL. The Cowboys have their own issues with Braden Burns and Sam McIntyre sidelined. But man, the Broncos' spine is looking thin. However, it's Suncorp. The home crowd will get them home in a scrap. I'm backing the Broncos in a tight 1-12 points. Saturday takes us over to Perth for a massive doubleheader at Optus Stadium. First up, it's the Rabbitohs against the Raiders. Souths get a boost with Brandon Smith returning, while the Raiders are missing the spark of Xavier Savage. The Bunnies finally found some rhythm last week, and I think they'll carry that momentum into the WA Heat. I've got Souths winning by 1-12. The second game in Perth features the Sharks and the Roosters. This is a tough one for Cronulla fans. Losing Jesse Ramian and Ronaldo Mulitalo to season-ending injuries is devastating. The Roosters, meanwhile, are getting bigger and meaner with Victor Radley and Spencer Leniu coming back from suspension. That added aggression in the middle is going to be too much for a brave but battered Sharks outfit. I'm tipping Roosters by 1-12. Next, we head down to Melbourne at AMI Park for the Storm and the Warriors. You should never tip against a Craig Bellamy side after they've been embarrassed, and getting thrashed by 40 points definitely counts as embarrassment. They've lost Xavier Coates and Jack Howarth, but they are returning home for a statement game. The Warriors are looking a bit fatigued, so I'm expecting a clinical response. Storm to win by 13+. On Sunday, we're at CommBank Stadium for the Eels and the Titans. Parramatta's injury list looks like a novel right now. Gutherson, Simonson, and Pizzette are all out. It's a skeleton crew for the blue and gold. That said, the Titans are really struggling at the bottom of the ladder. If Mitchell Moses can just control the field position, the Eels should still have enough class at home. I'm going Eels by 13+. Finally, we close out the round at Campbelltown Sports Stadium for the Tigers and the Knights. The Tigers are riding high after that emotional Golden Point win, but backing up those high-energy performances is always the challenge. The Knights are still without Ponga and Dylan Brown, but their defense has been rock solid lately. I think they'll be the party poopers at Campbelltown this week. I'm taking the Knights by 1-12 in a real defensive grind. Those are my picks for round 6. Drop your tips in the comments, and let's see who's on the money. We'll see you next round. Bye for now.